This A side already taking quite a bit of space as West side does just the same on B. Now putting a bit of disarray in the BBL lines, and a retake seems to be the only choice left.
Planted. There.
Losing Yumpy as well, it is not ideal. If you're going to be trying to get back in, you want any supportive utility you can find. An initial trade is not going to be enough for that defensive side to try and get back in. And well, the super stand-in, the man looking to try and make a mark on the VCT. Someone who we've known pretty much since the very beginning of Valorant, but, well, if he wins this one, he will have put his name into the history books fairly quickly with a 1v4 pistol round to get their first round. I don't think it's going to be happening, and in fact, West side will for the C side.
Oh, they're sending everything towards the side of BBL as Yumpy's found out the hard way, dropped, and back, well, forced to spam a smoke and then back out. This is a clean take from GX with a plant coming through, but BBL haven't lost hope yet. The flank is underway. One player thinned out, now down to just Sociable, and two lined up ready to take him down. GX reclaim the man advantage. 3 versus 2. Cloud almost grabs one through the wall, and well, now they're in a spot of bother. Loon can push for a moment. Time ticks down, and with 2 players still to deal with on Mound, first they have to get rid of Cloud. It doesn't look like this is going to be an easy one to solve. A blast pack play is, well, ambitious.
The map. If you lose that pick, you lose some space, but okay. Luke's just going to go walkabout. It didn't have any real support in utility there. That was just a dry peek before the smoke ballooned, and there you go. That's Purpo gone.
Showstopper brewed for the next round, but BBL doubled down on their advantages. GX, for the first time, seeing a real struggle, and they'd spread out into a default, looking for picks anywhere, and instead, picks have been found on them. They're left to hope that with the presence on B and C, the West side can walk up. Cloud's, I mean, he's going incredibly aggressive. You would imagine most teams would look at West side here as the win condition. Instead, okay. Cloud tries to make his own look. That was a nice attempt, but Loon able to get the better of him. And all hope now rests in Westside getting some form of an advantage on A before that spike goes down.
Yeah, he's taken the space, but it is space that BBL are aware that they've given up. There's been a couple of opportunities to take down Loon, but he has survived a lot of them. Ultimate's not particularly close on either player as well, and with Loon having a showstopper, if it ever got dangerous, you feel like he would just pop that to make sure the round comes through clean. And already stunning up the player who's planting a paranoia as well. They know roughly where that last man's going to be standing. It is a clean sweep.
As they come in, confirm that this is still a hit. That information will be theirs in just a moment. Rotations underway. Showstopper used to clear the site, but it's already given up. Purpo will find it hard to land an impactful rocket, but the crowd control of getting them a plan should be enough. And they also know where that trap is now. At least Loon, I believe he popped the showstopper. He went in for the fight, but that has not worked out. Caught out. Yumpy's in the same boat, and what looked to be a promising retake, now a challenge for the side of BBL.
Yeah, it just looks a little disjointed, and that might just be the death of them. Purpo waiting on the corner, Cloud on the cross. It's all falling apart. The round was 5v4 in their favor. Now all the stands are sociable, and he will not stand for long.
That site from being taken.
They're looking to isolate him, and they're not going to. He's managed to hold the line, take out Purple, and once again, an advantage into this one. An initial Nightfall utilized, but it's going to be used straight back to try and just slow that retake a little bit more, allow the attacking players of GX to get into those post plants. Again, you see that Razorvine just slowing them down a little bit more, but this time BBL are patient.
Yes, no one's gone ahead of the pack. Instead, they go together on the stuns. Loon, Sociable, putting up the numbers and leaving GX to try and recover in a 1v4. BBL, they're not going to let...
Can get there incredibly fast. The only problem is if Vac can hold on again. This time he's much deeper within the site, but again, I believe there was another stun coming through from Yumpy to help him out. He's going to get that opener.
Completely surrounded, though, down to 3 HP, but holding on strong. Vac, the linchpin for this squad. In so many of the rounds, he's been doing the work on C, staying alive, buying them time, and this time, getting them the advantage. 3 versus 1. The plant for Tamazi, he knows that he can't just allow them to group up and take the retake. He wants to pick one player off, and he's done just that. Caught immediately by the
whole team. Not bad.
Early fight, paranoia thrown down, and Sociable capitalizes on the players out of position. They walk through his wall, and now Profex ready to greet him. His teammate having already fallen 25 HP in a smoke up to potentially cover his retreat, as we can see, just to cause a distraction, an extra angle wave to be worried about. And a swing on the back of the flash from his teammate, Yumpy. Gorgeous stuff for BBL. And a 3 versus 1 that they're left in. GX, they've run headfirst into a brick wall. No control given on A.
It's left onto a west side. Another newbie to the league, someone that, again, we haven't seen at that top level yet, but has been talked about an awful lot in terms of someone to watch. This is going to be a tough one, though. The second he goes for this peak, there should be a swing, and he's not even going to win that first battle. Yumpy going to get ulted, because you have to bear in mind, Visol, Steel Garden online, removing the weaponry. He'd be down to a pistol. It might not matter, though. Already losing that lurk player, and this is the problem of not having a traditional sentinel. They've just been slaughtered from the backlines. And Inzo, flawed. Purpo leading the way. Boombot's only going to clear the backlines. Not ideal, but the push back in from Vac achieves very little. Yumpy will find one, and in fact, a second as well. Eventually traded out, but this is now starting to look that little bit more possible. The ultimate's being thrown out by either side to try and steal away this final round. But again, after being delayed by utility, it's going to be a little bit more patient from this defensive side.
From being 5-1 down, a 6-6 half isn't that bad for BBL. You'll certainly be happy about the recovery, but the chance for the lead is still there. Sociable's Odin, Prof-X rifle, the ones to put in the work. Paranoia's good. Sociable doesn't know about the player in the corner. Now spots both. Does damage. West side down to 7. But it's Prof-X who has to eliminate both remaining players. They know where he is now. Table. Viper wall already bypassed by BBL. Looking for a fight and finding it. It's Loon to open it up. A lot of headshots delivered. Prof-X left Tamazi solo, and it's Cloud that has to step up to the plate for the recovery. He's already done damage. He swings out wide, an aggressive stance again. We're used to seeing it from Cloud. The spams don't quite net him the result he was looking for. Left to 10 HP. He turns tail and leaves Runner to lock down that fight. 2v2.
They split up and look for clues, and that allows GX to actually isolate the battle. It was looking like an almost done deal before that fight. Maybe a bit of an oversight from Sociable, but clearly believes in his team in that post plant. Now, they've already used their utility. There isn't a lot to play with in this post. That aftershock is gone, although the stun has just come back online. And you can see again the slow stance of this defense as they try and figure out where those remaining attackers could be. They do have to get a move on, though.
Yeah, that time is starting to tick away. And now 10 HP on Cloud is all that remains. The stun is perfect as well. It's going to have to be one hell of a shot from Cloud. Another needs to be delivered, and it was close.
Aggressive players, and then the two almost anchors, and a very aggressive push coming out from Tomasi and Cloud. They're just going all the way through here.
They've just taken the fight right up. BBL left down to just Vac on the other side of the map, out of the action, but about to be included. He's got a round to attempt a recovery of a Guardian and a 1v4. Cloud on 75 HP. Not much else to report back in terms of damage. Certainly an uphill battle. Starts with a headshot, maybe he has a chance, but it's a firing squad of 2 waiting on the contact of Cloud. Really nice setup. Should be difficult to survive, and well, it's a
whole team around this angle. They knew that this was going to be that A site take. The thing is, they haven't really capitalized off that ultimate. Finally, Runner will be there to get a kill, clearing Loon from the corner. It's not going to be easy, but pushing together, well-timed take is enough to get the advantage. Now all they need to do is convert.
5v3. Defuse already being tapped, pulling these players out into the open, but they're winning every fight. The advantage was huge, but now it's non-existent. The tap from West side, the wrap is coming though. Prof-X on him and taken down! One side makes the... Well, not many high impact ones, but the economy is low. If they lose this one, it could be devastating, and straight in is the fight from Purpo. Loon shuts him down, takes him out of the sky, and now an idea of those close players, although it seems like one has slipped through the cracks. Tamazi spotted now though. and dealt with before that kick.
He's not known for having a partner in crime. He is
12
looking for that
seconds.
opener. He's trying to isolate. He needs to take that space. In fact, he's sort of a bit of a bait angle, but it might work out in the end. Runner holding the line, but they do get the plant in. Still into that 2 versus 2 scenario. Making this one possible for BBL. The setup from GX was nigh on perfect, but it seems to be falling apart. Yumpy trying to fight this one, but it's left onto Sociable, and with a showstopper up against him, he's got to try and tuck in, got to try and hide, avoid that rocket from catching him, but the time that's being bought as well allows the spike to get to half. He's got the timing almost spot on though, down to just a minuscule of HP. One in fact for Tomazi, just trying to cling to life, but he needs to hit the shot.
I'm looking for up close, and with a player embedded close, that's really what they're waiting for. The chance for someone like Sociable to rip a head off, for one player to overextend. It hasn't happened just yet. It's Loon that has to clear off the site by himself. Sociable's gone looking for someone to take down, while the squad on site are doing it all. 2 versus 4. Purpo and Runner, he's lined them up. Purpo with the double, that gives them a chance. A lifeline for GX with damage done onto Loon. Sociable, well, he's gonna have to find that impact to last you to imagine. Nice shot from Loon, and that opens the window for Sociable. Back off A, anticipating that this is the way they'll want to take the site.
That wall.
But instead, they see no contact. They walk out, take the fights just like that. And it's the Rifles winning it out across the board. GX left with a 2v5. Rolling Thunder still online to fall back on. BBL showing no cracks. They were slow to start,